So I'm going to show you how to do staking for tomatoes. For example, you have to stake well. First, have a stick of about 1.5 meter of this size. 1.5 meters for this is determinate, so it won't go beyond this height. But a stick that is less than this height would be a problem. Let me show you, for example, one that I staked before. This one, it is already growing past the stick that I use, so I need to replace this. That's why I encourage you to use a stick that is 1.5 meters for determinate tomatoes. For indeterminate, you can use 2 meters or 3 to 2.5, depending on how you want your tomato to grow, how tall you want your tomato. So for now, let me show you the best way to do staking for tomatoes. So you don't need to buy the staking or the tying material. You can just use the banana remains of this kind. You see, like this, it's just okay. This for banana, you can use that of sisal, are the most encouraged ones. Avoid using things like paper, not paper, but plastic papers, because they will make your plant to rot. So I'm going to show you how to tie. For example, you can wait. The best time to stake is when your crop is around 20 centimeters from the ground. I mean 30 centimeters, so that you will be tying at 20 centimeter or 15 centimeter interval. For example, this is my tomato. I wanna stake this, so I will tie it here. This is around 15 centimeter from the ground, 15 centimeter from the ground, or I can tie it here. So while I'll be tying, I lean it towards my stick. So the reason why we stake is to first at this stage, to avoid destruction by wind or strong weather, so it will remain straight for the rest of the weather, even if it rains heavily. So I'm going to try. You see how I tie it? I lean it a bit towards my stick, so it will also be trained to grow in that manner. You see? So my stick, distance between my stick and the plant is something like 6 centimeters, 6 inches, 3 inches, to avoid destruction of the roots while I'm fixing this stick. So I leave some good distance here. So while I shall have tied this, my plant will grow straight. It will be trained to grow straight in line with the stick. Now I just tie this behind, then it's done. So it will grow. When it reaches somewhere here, I'll again tie another stick. With time, this tying material will just get weak, and it will be cut off. By that time I shall have tied another one on the top. So that's how we do staking. Like this video, I'll be giving you more on the best ways to stake. Oh, I forgot to tell you some. Do that for all of the crops. So I forgot to tell you something. There is a reason on why I tied this one this way. For example, let me show you with a different plant here faster. So if I'll be tying my crop, you see, for this plant, this one does not come out clearly. You see, I tie I tie it below this stem. I think you are seeing this stem. Here there is a sucker. There's a sucker here, and I tie below. I don't tie just inside where the sucker is coming out. For example, if this sucker had not grown here, then I tie my plant from this point. I shall have got rid of this sucker. It won't grow here, and in that manner I shall have reduced nitakuwa nimereduce this is where the fruit come from. Actually it will flower, then the fruits will come out of this. So if I tie from this point, this sucker will not be there, and I shall have done something wrong. So that's the reason why we tie below the stem, not within inside here where the sucker would come out. So take care of that. Thank you.